So this is the day we decided that we were going to jump into a cab with a cabbie called Agung and go to Ubud, and on the way do a few things. So this is what we did at the Bali bird park. This is Donnie. What is Donnie? He's a
Eclectus parrot.
oh,
Eclectus
beautiful.
parrot. The male of Eclectus parrot.
He's feeling so gentle.
Because it has a green color.
Oh, beautiful.
The Eclectus parrot has a green color. This is always a male. Hello.
Oh yes, I see your beak.
This one, the Indonesia. Yeah. Smile. Look at the camera.
Yeah. This bird park is just incredible. This is a great opportunity to thank Wayne and Heather from Victoria in Canada for coming with us on this great adventure. As it turns out, it was a great adventure, but at this point at the bird park, we didn't know that quite just yet. Hello, big boy. Taking video of the butt of the cassowary. So beautiful. Oh, I love flamingos. Did you wake up just for me, buddy? Didn't mean to wake you, I'm sorry. This is the first kimono dragon I have ever seen, and I'm just a little bit excited. Good boy. Back to sleep. Downstairs?
Again?
I swear that red parrot's going for us. Here he comes. Nah. Maybe it's got babies down this way. It doesn't want us to go near its babies. It's swooping us.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. So we can look down upon the kimono.
Oh, right. Yeah, apparently that. I'm like a ninja.
But you'd outrun me, buddy. Flamingos. So I apologise for the tiredness of my voice, but it took us about an hour to get around the bird park because we sort of wanted to stay on track and achieve a few things that day. Jumped back in the car with Agung and went up to find the luwak coffee. It's time to try luwak coffee. So that's like a community centre where all the important ceremonies take place. And our tour guide, Falija, says that the Luwak is a coffee machine, and she giggles. It smells, really smells.
This one, Arabica coffee. Arabica, the bean.
This is the
That's a
coffee
bean.
Oh,
Yes.
coffee bean.
Coffee bean, is it?
Yes,
Oh.
Arabica.
Arabic,
Oh.
It
Arabica.
turns red before they...
Yes.
Ginger?
So in this garden here there's a number of different types of coffee and Asian spices and herbs. You waking up, sweetheart? Oh.
Oh, this is actually was, and then we eat one by hand.
By hand.
Oh, by hand?
Yes.
That's a poop?
Lemon.
This is the poop.
So take a picture of it.
After that, we also about 2 hours, and then ground it, and then cook it. You can smile.
That looks awfully complicated, but that's how they're making the Luwak coffee. And I kind of hope that's not the size glass I have to drink. So Heather and Greg ordered the hot chocolates, and Wayne and I ordered the Luwak coffee. And at the end, I turned the coffee cup upside down and we did a coffee cup reading, which was a bit of fun, and saw warriors and volcanoes and birds and all sorts of things that we can now keep an eye out for on the rest of our holiday. It's a beautiful beehive in their garden. After the Luwak coffee, we hopped back into Agung's car and we drove up to Ubud. The first way he tried to get in was blocked, and so he went back and went all the way around, and the second way he tried to get in, a landslide had happened, so he was just turning around to go back a different way again when we offered to get out of the car and walk the rest of the way into Ubud, which wasn't all that far, probably 1-2 k's, but we had established with him where we would meet him at the end of the day so that he could continue the journey with us, and so we said we'll meet you by the palace, and we said goodbye to him and headed off on foot. So there was a landslide and the road was closed for our taxi, so we offered to get out and walk rather than drive all the way around, and we're coming up to Ubud now. We've made it to the royal palace and I can't stop sweating. Okay, so this is the royal palace and we're still hunting around for the water palace of Saraswati, so we're off to see if we can find that now. Directly behind Starbucks on the main drag in Ubud, you will find the water palace of Saraswati. So we looked and we looked and we looked for hours, but we could not find our taxi driver again. So the hunt was on to renegotiate a fee so that the four of us could get back to the hotel. When we found this very excited, sort of, and he looked like he was 18 years old, and Wayne suggested perhaps he's just got his license and he's really excited to drive because he took a price that nobody else on the street would accept. So we all jumped into his four-wheel drive, and this was a couple of the videos that I took on the way back. Yes, there were many sing-alongs in the car on the way back, especially to Celine Dion, the young man who we found to drive us back, Shadow. He did the best job of entertaining us and giving us a great time on the way back, which was just what we needed after losing our original taxi driver. Thank you so much. Bye.
Titanic.
Where?